What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Sweat the Bet YouTube video. I'm your host, Andrew Kim, aka the Parlay Doc on Twitter. Here's your co-host, Matt Modi. What is up, Matt?
What's up? How we doing? I'm excited to be here.
Excited, man. So today's video is called 5 mistakes. 5 mistakes to avoid while sports betting, guys. Okay. Betting more than you can afford to. Okay. And I know you guys think this is so generic. You hear this all the times. Dude, I cannot be any more serious about this. So many people, I witness it personally, are betting way more than they can afford. And here's the reality, guys. I don't want to burst your bubble, but the reality is most people, including myself, are not going to be professional gamblers who are going to support ourselves and our families and have this as our primary source of income. Okay. This can be a hobby. This can be a once in a while thing for fun. This could be semi-serious hobby where you're trying to actually make money, but just go in, bet for the right reasons, and bet responsibly. Okay. So what's next? What's another mistake to avoid when you're starting off sports betting, Matt?
Yeah. So chasing losses. I would say my first year of sports betting, this is the thing I was most guilty of doing before I really knew what I was doing, was chasing losses. So I get it. You're pissed off. You thought you had a lock and then you just suffered a horrible beat, a backdoor cover. And you're like, okay, I need to make this money back. So I lost $5. I'm going to put $10 on this one to get that money back and to get the profit. It's a bad idea. I can assure you it's a bad idea. Blindly betting on stuff just because you need to get a win is a bad idea. You should always bet responsibly. Sometimes understand bets that you don't take can be for the best. And I think in general, you have to accept that you're going to have some down nights. The worst thing you can do is try to get it all back in one night. And I actually have an example of this. My literal first night of betting, I just downloaded an app and I started betting. This was the year 2019, right before COVID. I put $25 on UNC to win. They got absolutely blasted. They lost by like 30.
Okay.
So I was so mad. I was right before bed. I was like, you know what? I'm putting $50 on Ohio State because there's no way they're going to lose. Guess what? They lost. My first night sports betting, I did the exact thing you're not supposed to do. So take it from me, someone who lost money originally sports betting. Don't chase losses. Just understand that sometimes you're going to have a bad night and just live to bet another day. So mistakes to avoid are chasing losses.
And guys, again, we're telling you these stories because we've been there. We know what you're going through. And trust me, go on social media right now. And how many people right now at this time are betting some random bet on the Chinese Basketball Association? Okay. I've been there. There's been nights where I just got so steamed and pissed off losing some NFL bet that I find myself at 1 a.m. I'm like, now I'm trying to chase a win on a horse on an Australian racetrack to then bet on Chinese and Russian table tennis to then hope Korean baseball hits the next leg that in the morning I'm going to wake up to a win. It's just, trust me, I've been down the rabbit hole, guys, just like you guys. Not a good place to be. So we know what you're going through, but that's a mistake you don't want to keep making, and you got to correct that. So Mistake number 3, guys, blindly following cappers who are not transparent. And I want to be clear. There are some cappers out there who either provide good analysis or they're actually good and they're very sharp bettors. Okay. But I would say that's far and few between. That's very few. I would say the majority, unfortunately, are just a bunch of clowns, guys. Okay. And you have to educate yourself and be careful. How many times do you see the lock emoji used on social media? This is my lock of the day. There is no such thing as a lock. I don't care what anybody says. Crazy crap happens, right? You've probably been in the same boat as me where for whatever reason you threw in a minus 800 on a parlay, right? I mean, like there's Chicago Sky the other night, right? Chicago Sky. That was Matt and I had the Chicago Sky as like minus 600, a minus 500 something leg on a parlay that was the gimme leg, right? So we don't even follow our own advice. So the gimme lock leg that failed to come through, and every other leg hit, guys. So trust me when we say we've been there. You have to get away from the lock emojis, the fire emojis. You got to watch out for the guys who say, here's my whale 50 unit bet. Right there, you should run from that person. If they're betting 50 units, in general, that means they're betting 50% of their bankroll on one bet. So what happens when you lose 2 bets? You've blown your bankroll. If someone is betting massive units every day, units have basically become meaningless, and there's almost no reason to even list your units because they don't even know what they're doing. So that should tell you they don't know how to bet responsibly. So that should be a warning sign. The cappers that don't tell you what the odds are, what sportsbook you should use, they're just saying bet the Bears. The Bears what? Bears money line. Well, what odds are good? Bears money line. That's all they list. You should run from that person as well. They don't understand line shopping. They don't understand what positive EV versus negative EV is. They're just making random picks. You can do that by yourself. Just pick something. Bears money line, Detroit Lions spread. It doesn't matter then. Just pick. They're not giving you any specifics. And if they don't keep track of their records, how do you even know if they're profitable? And you're just blindly following them. So if they're not keeping a transparent record, and I mean transparent record, these bets count. This is just the fun bet. This one doesn't count towards my record. People have manipulated records or no records. This is what I mean. And you have to you guys know what I'm talking about. As I'm saying this, I know it's clicking in your mind because you, just like me, I'm not saying I'm smarter. I did this in the beginning too. I randomly followed some random person because of all the hype and soon realized that person really doesn't know what they're doing. Don't make that mistake, guys. Do your due diligence. Make sure it's someone, if it is a capper, it's a capper that's actually responsible and understands sports betting.
Number 4, this is something that really applies to people that are using sports books and placing bets there. It's depending on your method, but not taking advantage of promos and specials and odds boosts that sports books offer. I think a lot of times you'll see this on social media, that they're traps, that they're trying to trick you, saying, oh, they're only going to boost plays that they think are going to lose.
Boosts are for suckers, man. It's just for suckers.
Yeah, that's malarkey. The suckers are the people saying that. This isn't me saying every promo, every odds boost, every special should be bet. You have to do the same research you would do to a normal bet, but there can be some legitimately profitable odds boosts, some legitimately profitable promos. Like the Dinger Tuesday. If you follow that Reddit channel on Dinger Tuesday, those people are caking money on Tuesday, and that is a FanDuel promo. I think what people need to understand is that sportsbooks aren't promoting stuff or plays that they think are going to lose. They want people to use their app. They're putting these promotions to get people to use their app. So you'll see a lot of stuff. They do this like at a beginning of NFL season, beginning of March Madness. They'll put a legitimate lock. Will LeBron score? The Sixers plus 76. I'm sure you've seen this. Like, bet the over, and the over ends at a half point. Like those are locks, but they obviously limit how much you can bet on it because they don't want to get taken advantage of.
But it's free money, right?
Legitimately free money. That's a capper telling you it's legitimately free money. So
there you go.
They should be taken advantage of. You have to understand from the sportsbook's perspective, they're doing this to get you to use their app. They're not trying to take advantage of you. They're not trying to trick you. They want you to get more money in their account, so you start using their sportsbook more. That's why they're doing it. So it's not a trick. Not everything is some sort of conspiracy theory. So mistake number 4 that you should avoid is not taking advantage of promos and specials that sportsbooks offer.
And guys, I'm going to give a plug here. Our sponsor is OddsJam and oddsjam.com. And this is another way. If you want to take it to another level, guys, okay, not just, not taking advantage of specials and boosts and whatever. If you want to take it one step higher and you're really trying to seriously grind out profit, you want to check out oddsjam.com, okay, and look at some of the tools of how to take advantage of this. Now, imagine there's a boost, right? And the boost happens to be on some money line. And then because of that boost, you see there's an arbitrage opportunity on a different book. And now the odds are so imbalanced that you can play that to your favor. And maybe it's not a huge win, but you can just basically not lose. And you've now created an artificial arbitrage opportunity. That's one way. Imagine when you get those free bet, opportunities. They say first deposit, you get $500 match. And, most people would just get excited. How do I just double this? And how do I just win this? Right. But say, I just want to figure out how I can just get this money. Right. We have tools of how to take advantage of those deposits, those free bets, right? Bets you have to churn through that 2 times playthrough. We have tools called low churn tools, how to maximize getting free bets to make sure you get something back. So if you really want to take it to the new level, this is what I mean. There are ways to use these free promos, free deposit matches, free playthroughs. Like you can actually find a way to grind out profit, like guaranteed money to come out of it. Okay, so that's what I mean too. If you're serious about it, there are ways to do this. So check us out. Check out our OddsJam YouTube channel. Check out oddsjam.com. This is how you can really do it if you're serious about this. Now, last one, Mistake 5, guys, allowing, and I've been here, I still am here, allowing FOMO to dictate your betting. Okay. Fear of missing out. And you see it, you've done it. I still do it. When you're in a group chat, when you're on a Discord, when you're in a WhatsApp chat, when you're on Twitter, you see left and right. Because, right, do people tend to post a bunch of their losing tickets? Not really. Some people do, just to commiserate together. But most people are just posting, hey, $10 became $30,000. This $10 parlay became $5,000. And everyone's like, holy crap, it's only $10. I want to be a part of that too. Everyone gets caught up in the hype. Then you bet $10 here. Then your group chat gives you 5 more parlays. Like, this is a lock. You don't want to be the one guy out of your 20 friends, right? And then your 20 friends celebrate, and you missed out on the plus 25,000 parlay, right? So you see that happen one time, you freak out, and then before you know it, in a single weekend, you put $20 parlays, and before you know it, you're like, holy crap, I just spent $400 on darts. And your bankroll just took a hit. I've been there, and I still get caught up in the hype. I should remove myself from these group chats. I don't even know why I'm in these stupid group chats. So you know what I'm talking about, guys. Don't lie. Don't deny it. But allowing FOMO to dictate how you bet, that could be a huge mistake, guys.
Yeah, the overs club, the Barstool overs club. Oh, it's a Monday night football game. Everybody bet the over. It's going to hit. It might do it could be a good play. Do your own research and exactly. Find out separately whether it's actually a good play or not. So yeah, you see that all the time.
So guys, if you joined this video and if you relate to us, again, we're telling you, we make stupid mistakes in the past. Currently, we're human beings. We're just like you. We're trying to have fun. We're trying to make money. We're trying to do both. So if you can relate to any of these, please comment below. Have you made some of these mistakes? Are you still making some of these mistakes? What have we missed? What are some other common ones that you see or you're struggling with? List it below. If we see some cool ones, we'll do another follow-up one with another few mistakes to avoid, guys. Okay. So we appreciate this support. This is Sweat the Bet, brought to you by OddsJam. Check us out, subscribe, like, turn on your notifications. We're going to keep giving you good sports betting content like this.
All right. Thanks, guys.